Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook. Job transfer for all. The school bell becomes my summons. Chapter 51. To the shock and emotion of the surrounding people. Lin Yu was somewhat accustomed to it. Simply put away the materials released by the Pig King and Lizard King, and after taking a bottle of constant temperature medicine with Ning Shuier, Lin Yu and Ning Shuier set foot on the teleportation array leading to the blazing field. After all, the effect of super doubling is not over yet. While the super doubling effect is still there, it will be easier to deal with the situation in the fiery domain realm, compared to the secret realm. The biggest feature is that this is not an independent space. Rules, laws and ecology. It is no different from the secret realm where it is located. It's just going to be a little special. Standing on the teleportation array on the mountainside of the volcano. Soon, with the launch of the teleportation array, Lin Yu and Ning Shuier came to the fiery domain. Before I could see the surrounding situation clearly, I felt the scorching air around me, even hotter than before. The temperature seems to have doubled. Soon, Lin Yu and Ning Shuier could see the surrounding scene clearly. Right now, they were in a wide cave. Large expanses of magma lava are tumbling, and from time to time there are monsters living in the lava showing their scaly claws, just like a sea of magma. Sporadic dark red rocks are scattered like isolated islands, forming one of the few footholds in the magma sea. The rock wall above the head is covered with blazing flames, and streams of fire fall from time to time. Even without monsters, this field is dangerous. Even though Lin Yu and Ning Shuier have done investigation and preparations in advance, when I was really in it, I still couldn't help but feel a little headache. If you want to leave the blazing field, you have to go through the magma sea and find the teleportation array to leave here. Ning Shuier recalled the information about the fiery domain, and confirmed it with the surrounding environment. The location of the teleportation array will change, but it will definitely be on a certain rock in the depths of the magma sea. Lin Yu nodded and said, "It's not too late, let's go." The monsters outside have gone mad, and within the blazing domain, some mutations may have occurred. If you procrastinate, it may be detrimental to the completion of the task. Lin Yu said. Ning Shuier also agreed. If it was normal, the two of them were highly skilled and bold, and they would have to kill some monsters in the blazing field to improve their level. After all, the level of monsters in the fiery domain is higher and provides more experience points. But now, the two of them are not in the mood. While the super double is still there, Lin Yu and Ning Shuier's speed and strength are still very high. Under the high attribute blessing, even isolated rocky platforms far apart, two people can easily jump over it too. And while jumping in midair, sure enough, many monsters in the magma attacked Lin Yu and Ning Shuier. Neither of them wanted to fight, so Lin Yu directly opened his sand shield and attacked immediately. If she couldn't avoid it, Ning Shuier would directly cast holy punishment to clean up the other party. As the time goes, after the two of them sporadically killed some monsters in the magma, it also gradually came to the core area of the blazing field. Here we go. The number of monsters decreased instead. On the contrary, it is more and more turbulent magma, and more frequent fire falling from the top of the head. Lin Yu and Ning Shuier stood on a dark red platform and looked around. The dark red rock in the core area is also getting bigger and bigger. Rocks that were originally like platforms and isolated islands. Now it is as big as a football field. Lin Yu and Ning Shuier soon found the rock where the teleportation array was located. It takes about 7 or 8 rocks to jump from 2 people. And on those huge rocks, looking from a distance, it is also inhabited by some huge lava monsters. They are clad in black lava armor, lying on the rock platform. It looks more ferocious and terrifying than the fire-breathing pig emperor outside. Lin Yu and Ning Shuier were also a little cautious. It seems that if you want to pass, fighting is inevitable. As Ning Shuier said, Lin Yu also nodded. However, the two were not too worried about fighting. After all, the two people moved very quickly, and the time for super doubling is not over yet. And when you jump onto the first rocky platform and get ready to fight these lava monsters, Lin Yu and Ning Shuier were surprised to find that not a single lava monster reacted to the arrival of the two of them. What's the situation? Are they dormant? And soon, Lin Yu and Ning Shuier discovered the problem. These lava monsters have cracks and wounds on each other's armor. They didn't lie still on the platform, but died. These monsters have all died in fighting each other. It seems that before the arrival of Lin Yu and Ning Shuier, these giant lava beasts had already fought fiercely to the death. Just like the Pig King and Lizard King outside. Ning Shuier's expression became a little serious. It's so abnormal. These lava behemoths inhabit together, and must have coexisted with each other long ago. Look at these wounds and still hot bodies. Apparently they had just died not long ago. When things go wrong, there must be demons. Although Lin Yu and Ning Shuier were saved from fighting, they even left them with a lot of high-level monster materials. But the two did not relax because of this. On the contrary, he became even more nervous. What happened in this Frost Flame secret realm? Lin Yu and Ning Shuier continued to move forward. The next few rock platforms, as they expected. All the monsters have been killed in fighting each other. Although Lin Yu and Ning Shuier didn't understand the situation inside the magma. But it is not difficult for the two to guess. The reason why not a single monster can be seen inside the magma in the core area. I'm afraid it's because those monsters living in the magma, like the ones on the rock, fell into a crazy self-killing not long ago. It's so weird. I've never heard of monsters in the Frostfire Rift going crazy. Ning Shuier murmured, feeling a little uneasy. From the frenzy and self-destruction of the peripheral monsters at the beginning, to the sudden start of two boss-level creatures fighting. And now the monsters of the same family in the fiery domain are caught in internal fighting. The current, Frost Flame secret realm, is getting worse and worse. However, everything has come, and the two of them can only move on. Because there are no monsters to stop. In addition to collecting various materials dropped by these dead monsters, Lin Yu and Ning Shuier didn't stay too long. In less than 10 minutes, the two of them jumped through 7 or 8 platforms and arrived before the teleportation array that left the blazing secret realm. This teleportation array is a burning flame giant gate. Naturally, it is very eye-catching and recognizable. According to the data, before the teleportation array of the flame giant gate, there will be 2 blazing guards guarding it. Those are 2 monsters up to level 50. Although they are not bosses, they are just elite monsters, but because they are covered with burning heavy armor, they are also very difficult to deal with. Legend has it that they were created by the molten god, sleeping under the magma in the blazing field, and the source of power comes directly from the molten god. Even if you are killed, you can be resurrected on the spot after a period of time. But after arriving here, Lin Yu and Ning Shuier only saw the blazing guard whose flames were almost extinguished, armor scattered all over the ground, and 2 human-shaped flames inside. Both guards were dying and weak. In the middle of the rocks at their feet, a scepter made of obsidian with a dark green crystal ball on top was inserted there. With the scepter as the center, a complex and huge magic circle is slowly running. The green rays of light and the distorted runes flickered like breathing, and green threads of light protruded from the scepter and were deeply embedded in the bodies of the 2 blazing guards. It is obvious that they are continuously absorbing the power of the 2 blazing guards. Lin Yu and Ning Shuier saw this scene. I also understood immediately. This is not something from the Frostfire secret realm. Sure enough, there are black hands behind the scenes wreaking havoc. I just don't know who did it. Ning Shuier frowned slightly. You know, destroying an A-level secret realm is a felony written in the code. To drive the monsters in the secret realm into madness has obviously violated this law. No matter who did it. If we want to leave, we'd better destroy this magic circle first. As Lin Yu said, Ning Shuier also nodded in agreement. I'll try with Holy Punishment. After finishing speaking, Ning Shuier activated Holy Punishment. Huge pillars of light descended from the sky. And the magic circle and scepter seemed to have encountered a strong enemy. The movement of strength fluctuated. Soon, most of the power of divine punishment was neutralized. However, the magic circle was also dissolved a little, and the power of its operation became obviously weaker. And the color of the scepter also became a little dim. However, the 2 blazing guards were obviously not affected. Seeing such a scene, Lin Yu fell into thinking. Afterwards, Lin Yu stopped Ning Shuier, who was about to play Holy Punishment again. Wait a minute, I'm researching something. After Lin Yu finished speaking, he walked into the magic circle. Then, he aimed at one of the blazing guards and released powerful chaos. The light of the scepter lights up, but becomes even dimmer. Immediately after, the operation of the magic power of the magic circle also began to become chaotic, even a little unstable. Ning Shuier was also a little surprised when she saw Lin Yu's actions and the reaction of the magic circle. Is this scepter protecting these two blazing guards? That's right. Lin Yu nodded and said, although the person who arranged this magic formation was obviously malicious, but these two fiery guards should be the key to this formation. Lin Yu showed a confident smile, and continued, so, maybe we can destroy this magic circle in a more clever way. Although the powerful chaos cannot be released on the magic circle itself. But this magic circle will actively transfer the negative effects I released on the blazing guard. Even, the original restriction that powerful chaos cannot be continuously released on the same target has been cancelled. After that, he also continued to release powerful chaos. During the duration of the last point of Super Double, Lin Yu persisted with his high mental strength. Soon, under the superposition of repeatedly released powerful chaos, this magic circle has also completely collapsed. The scepter, exhausted of power, fell to the ground. And the two blazing guards lost the support of the magic circle. It is also completely dissipated. You have killed the blazing guard LV50 to gain experience points plus 8 million. You have killed the blazing guard LV50 to gain experience points plus 8 million. The experience points of these two blazing guards are counted on my head. This proves that his act of destroying the magic circle was successfully judged as a kill. This also surprised Lin Yu quite a bit. At the same time, he also harvested a cane of unknown origin. Open black lens bracket unknown cane close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket quality. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket effect. Close black lens bracket. Generally speaking, such unknown things are good things in all likelihood. Go out and appraise it, even if you don't need it, you can still sell it for a good price. Super Double time just ended. He and Ning Shuier also stepped into the giant flame gate and left the blazing field. Returning to the top of the volcano above the scorched earth, Ning Shuier was also quite emotional. Although the Frost Flame Secret Realm has indeed undergone some kind of mutation. But for my second mission, these 4 conditions have all been fulfilled. After returning to deliver the task, you will be able to achieve a perfect level of task completion. Considering the efficiency and speed with which I can complete tasks, I'm afraid the task evaluation will also be perfect. At that time, I will succeed in my second job transfer, and I will also awaken new skills and talents. This made Ning Shuier look forward to it. However, the most urgent task now. Help Lin Yu complete the task too. Let's go to the Evernight Icefield. As Ning Shuier spoke, Lin Yu shook her head. Don't worry, you should have the equipment to contact the Ning family, right? Ning Shuier froze for a moment, then understood Lin Yu's meaning. After the two of them went to the blazing field, they had obviously found evidence of someone wreaking havoc in the secret realm. However, in the eyes of outsiders, although today's monster is a bit violent, the reason is not clear. A monster in a secret realm suddenly went berserk for various reasons. Lin Yu and Ning Shuier both knew about the Sand City Underground Palace before. If a rift is judged to have a problem, immediately, many experts will come to check and evacuate the ordinary adventurers who came to level up in the secret realm. In the current Frost Flame Secret Realm, although many adventurers are driven around by monsters, but it has not reached the point where it is necessary to seal off the secret realm and investigate the problem. So, the two of them naturally need to report the problem first. Ning Shuier took out a palm-sized existence that looked like a pager. This is an emergency communicator. Even in the secret realm, it can contact the Ning family's liaison officer as quickly as possible. Lin Yu took out the cane from before, and after Ning Shuier took the photo, she briefly edited their experiences in the secret realm and her speculation, and sent them together. After finishing these, Lin Yu and Ning Shuier continued to rush to the direction of Yongye Icefield without stopping. Along the way, they also encountered some adventurers who were about to evacuate. Lin Yu also entrusted them by the way, and immediately reported to the nearest adventurers guild after going out. It should be all right. However, time is also becoming urgent, in case it is really necessary to block. I'm afraid my second mission will be delayed. Go faster. Lin Yu was also quite emotional. Reporting the abnormality of Frost Flame Secret Realm by myself is somewhat selfless. However, if he was asked to choose again, he would still choose to report the information first. After all, even if the second rank task fails, it will only take a while to pick it up, and it will fall into a weak state for a short time, and the attributes and leveling speed will be affected. For Lin Yu, although it was a troublesome matter, but it is not fatal. But in the Frost Flame Secret Realm, there are hundreds of adventurers active. Fight monsters and upgrade, maintain camps, collect resources. Once any big accident happens, these adventurers will be in danger. Lin Yu is not indifferent enough to ignore their lives. Looking at Lin Yu's back, Ning Shuier also realized this. She admired Lin Yu even more. Lin Yu is more considerate than me. And he didn't even hesitate to do these things. Ning Shuier's affection for Lin Yu invisibly increased a bit. With two people speeding up and hurrying. Soon, they reached the boundary of molten scorched earth, passed through the steam belt at the junction, and reached the eternal night ice field. Compared with molten and scorched earth, here is another extreme. The sky is deep and dark, and the surroundings are extremely dark. The wind and snow are whistling, and the frozen soil under our feet is extremely hard. Looking into the distance, one can vaguely see towering tall icicles standing upright one by one, and there is a gloomy light emitting from within the icicles. The whole is a blue world. Near each icicle, there are some lone wolves and ghost-like monsters wandering around. These are the two main monsters of Eternal Night Icefield, the Frost Wolf and the Frozen Land Wandering Spirit. And they have the same problem. Although not close yet, Lin Yu has already seen it from a distance. Those frost wolves and tundra wanderers who were supposed to be agile, silent, good at walking and attacking from the side. They are also besieging and chasing several teams of sporadic adventurers like crazy. It's even crazier than the monsters on Molten and Scorched Earth. Are these monsters crazy? I'm going. A group of adventurers who were being besieged by several frost wolves and frozen earth ghosts shouted in horror. Why is this level 18 wandering soul so fleshy? I've used the skill 3 times and he still won't die. An archer released the skill, Fatal Arrow, 3 times back and forth in the distance. But he found that the level 18 frozen soil wandering spirit, who should have died completely, was still rushing towards him bravely. Chen Shu, why don't we retreat first? These monsters are not normal. Yes, Chen Shu, although the levels are similar, the combat power of these monsters has doubled. We are not opponents. If this goes on like this, if the college entrance examination is affected by a serious injury, the gain will outweigh the loss. Chen Shu, who is from the Chen family in Shangjing, met Lin Yu in the Shacheng Underground Palace before. Today, he also took several geniuses of similar levels to level up in the Frost Flame Secret Realm. And he, who is a druid by profession, is fighting 4 or 5 frost wolves with his bear spirit at the same time. At this time, Chen Shu was out of breath, exhaling white-hot air continuously. The few frost wolves who were fighting with him all looked like they were going crazy. They were slapped with Xiangling's slap and spit out blood, but they still rushed up viciously. This kind of frost wolf who is not afraid of pain and fearless of death, even if the combat power of a single player is not as good as Chen Shu and his Xiangling. But at this time, under the siege of several frost wolves, Chen Shu was already retreating steadily. Moreover, Chen Shu's physical strength is also depleted very quickly. Chen Shu gritted his teeth. The time for the college entrance examination is getting closer and closer. He is now level 17. Although there is no problem reaching level 18 on the day of the college entrance examination, level 18 is only the minimum level required by Shangjing University. To put it bluntly, even if you reach this level, it doesn't mean you can enter Shangjing University. It's just that I have just qualified to participate in the assessment of Shangjing University. When it comes to the day of the college entrance examination, there are definitely geniuses over level 20 everywhere. Chen Shu was originally from Shangjing. As one of the most prosperous cities in China, he knows the geniuses in Shangjing very well. And he, as a child of the Chen family of the big family in Shangjing, has also awakened a high-level professional druid, so he is naturally one of the geniuses. Therefore, he wants to upgrade as much as possible so that he can compete with other geniuses in the college entrance examination. But in the current situation, there is no other way. If he persisted, it might really be possible to affect the college entrance examination due to injury. Let's retreat. Chen Shu finally made up his mind and said. He is the captain of this team, and the others in the team are also geniuses of the major families. Although I was very unwilling to leave like this, there was no other way. It's better than the final impact of the college entrance examination because of injury. Hearing what Chen Shu said, the others were slightly relieved. If the fight continues, no one will be able to sustain it. Why the monsters in the Frost Flame secret realm went mad has nothing to do with them. The most important thing is to ensure your own survival. Everyone arranged in formation in an orderly manner, retreating outside while guarding against the attack of frost wolves and frozen earth wandering spirits. Just when everyone had just retreated not far away, Chen Shu's younger sister, Chen Lu, suddenly said in horror. Brother, it seems we can't get out. Why? And at this moment, another team member pointed to the rear and said in a trembling voice. Chen Shu, look over there. Chen Shu turned his head to look, and then his face changed suddenly. They have been surrounded by countless frost wolves and tundra spirits. Even their retreat route was blocked. On the ice-blue ice field in the distance, there are rows of monsters standing densely. There was a faint blue light in his eyes, and he was slowly approaching everyone. Roughly count, there are at least 70 or 80. Roar. Dozens of frost wolves let out ferocious growls from time to time. The level of these frost wolves are all around level 20, a little higher, and there are even level 23 and 24. And Chen Shu's team is only level 16 or 17. In normal times, they would have no problem dealing with a few level 20 monsters. But now, these monsters have gone mad due to unknown reasons, and their fighting power has doubled. Even monsters of the same level are difficult to deal with. Not to mention dealing with so many monsters across levels. Why are there so many monsters around? Chen Shu frowned, feeling a little flustered. Under normal circumstances, the outer area of the Eternal Night ice field would not gather so many monsters on a large scale. But today, everything is abnormal. Chen Shu, what should we do? Another archer asked anxiously. Seeing that the frost wolf and the frozen earth wandering spirit have approached them. Those dozens of monsters surrounded them layer by layer, and the oppressive force made Chen Shu and others almost suffocate. The frost wolf stared at them with cold and fierce eyes, and its sharp claws slowly rubbed against the ground, as if it would fly towards everyone in the next second. Chen Shu's expression was ugly and he was panicked. The surrounding area was already surrounded and airtight. If he wanted to get out, he had to attack a place. But everyone knows that once a war starts, they will end up being wiped out instantly by dozens of frost wolves and frozen earth wandering spirits. What to do? Chen Shu was extremely flustered. But he knew that if he continued to hesitate, he would die even faster. At this moment, a level 25 frost wolf in the lead suddenly roared. The surrounding air is shaking. The moment the roar appeared, the frost wolves in the front row swooped out and rushed towards Chen Shu and the others. At the same time, the other frozen soil wandering souls also released their skills, emitting bursts of ice-blue breath from its feet, spreading out, slowing down everyone's speed. I can't help it, I can only fight. Chen Shu roared, his figure suddenly grew a little bit, his hands turned into thick bare paws, and he rushed out with Shang Ling. And the others quickly followed, each unleashing all their skills and combat power. However, compared to the momentum of dozens of monsters, their attacks, just like a firefly and a bright moon, they are bleak and dull. They found that their own attacks couldn't even block the footsteps of many monsters. Not to mention killing them out. Puff. Because the archer couldn't dodge in time, a frost wolf tore a huge wound on his back with its sharp claws. Bright red blood spurted out. The same scene happened to several people in just a few seconds. And Chen Shu's younger sister, Chen Lu, was also submerged in the frost wolves due to the large number of monsters, and disappeared. Chen Lu. Chen Shu roared, but he was already in danger. Can only parry the attacks of many monsters hastily. When everyone is desperate, an imposing shout sounded from above the crowd. Holy punishment. A huge holy light descended from the sky. Boom. The huge holy light instantly roared the earth and shook it. All monsters within a radius of tens of meters, covered by this huge holy light. All were mashed into meat paste. The holy light gradually dissipated, and the roar in the air gradually stopped. Chen Shu's team, which was still surrounded by dozens of monsters and was in a desperate situation. At this moment, looking at the corpses of monsters falling around one after another. For a while, I didn't understand what happened. However, what they felt the most was the terrifying aura of holy light just now. Although the holy light is not aimed at them, but is the person who feels the closest distance. They clearly felt how terrifying that huge holy light was. Moreover, the range is a bit exaggerated. Within a range of dozens of meters, the dozens of monsters around were all killed in an instant. Chen Lu, are you okay? The monsters had been killed, and Chen Shu also saw Chen Lu's figure. He hurried forward. Chen Lu shook her head and said, "Brother, I'm fine." Seeing that Chen Lu was fine, Chen Shu was finally relieved. She was overwhelmed by monsters just now, and the attacks of those frost wolves were about to hit her face. Originally, she was already doomed to die, but in the next second, the holy light appeared. She just narrowly escaped death. Which big boss came to the rescue? Chen Shu and the other survivors looked around with some doubts and gratitude. But they saw two familiar figures not far away. That's Lin Yu and Ning Shuier. Chen Shu was a little surprised. Then he suddenly realized again, and murmured, "That's right, it turned out to be her. No wonder the voice sounded familiar just now, it's Ning Shuier from the Ning family." At this moment, seeing Lin Yu and Ning Shuier, they couldn't believe it. Some of them knew Lin Yu and Ning Shuier. However, some people do not know the two. After all, the people in the secret realm come from all corners of the country, not all of them are from Zhongcheng. As for Lin Yu and Ning Shuier, they also reaped a big wave in an instant. Your summoner kills Frostwolf LV.20, experience plus 60000. Get Frost Essence 1, get Frostwolf's Fur 1, get Frostwolf's Claw 1. Your summoner kills the Frozen Earth Wandering Soul LV.20, experience plus 6600. Get Frost Essence 1, get Frozen Core 1. Experience plus 66000. Experience plus 66000. Experience plus 66000. Get Frost Essence 1. Get Frost Essence 1. Get Frost Essence 1. Ning Shuier killed a total of 70 or 80 monsters with a holy punishment. The two not only gained a lot of experience. At the same time, Lin Yu's task progress has also increased a lot in an instant. Task content. Obtain Frost Essence 5100ths, kill Frozen Land Wandering Soul 3100ths, kill Frozen Land Lich 1, not completed, enter the Winter Domain and survive, not completed. At this moment, Chen Shu stepped forward, a little shocked and grateful and said, "Thank you both for your help. Otherwise, we may be in danger." As he said that, Chen Shu looked at the corpses of monsters gradually disappearing around him with some fear, shook his head and said, "I don't know why, but the monsters here are all crazy. Not only the attributes have increased, but the combat power has doubled. And each of them is not afraid of death, as if they don't know pain. In the past, we did a good job in leveling, but now that it's like this, it's hard to say whether we can continue to practice here, hey." The members of Chen Shu's team also nodded in deep agreement. Then, when Chen Shu saw the levels of Lin Yu and Ning Shuier, he was shocked again. "I'm going. The level of the two of you has increased again." When he came out of the Shacheng Underground Palace a few days ago, he had seen the levels of the two of them. At that time, Ning Shuier was level 30 and Lin Yu was level 36. Chen Shu still remembered. And now, he was extremely shocked to find that Ning Shuier is now level 34, and Lin Yu is already level 38. Chen Shu's mouth grew wide, and he was unable to speak for a while. Chen Lu and other people also discovered this. Those who knew Lin Yu and Ning Shuier sighed helplessly. But the few other people who didn't know them were extremely shocked, frantically asking others about Lin Yu and Ning Shuier's situation. Chen Shu smiled wryly. "You two are really more perverted than the other. We are in the 10th level, and you are in the 30th level, but the speed of level improvement, you two are even faster than us." Lin Yu also smiled. "The higher the level, the more experience points are needed, and the upgrade speed will be slower and slower." But when Lin Yu and Ning Shuier were over 30 levels, one was raised by 2 levels, and the other was raised by 4 levels. Chen Shu and the others, level 15 2 days ago. Up to now, it's only level 17. Also only raised 2 levels. This is also the reason why Chen Shu smiled wryly and helplessly. These two people can't be described with common sense at all. Moreover, the divine punishment released by Ning Shuier just now shocked Chen Shu and the others. If they don't say it, they can't even imagine that this is the fighting power that people of their age have. It's too strong. I didn't expect it to be someone of our age. The archer who was injured on the back said inconceivably. Now that he is safe, he naturally has time to take healing medicine, and the wound on his back is slowly healing. They have already reached level 30, it's too scary. The lethality of the holy light just now was too scary. Then Chen Shu continued, do you know the situation in the Shuangyan secret territory? Before I saw a lot of adventurers going out, it seems very dangerous inside the Evernight ice field. Hearing Chen Shu's question, Lin Yu thought for a while, but didn't hide anything. He simply told everyone present what he had seen and heard in the molten scorched earth and the fiery secret realm. After hearing Lin Yu's words, Chen Shu and the other geniuses present, his complexion also changed slightly. Sure enough, someone is playing tricks. I feel that the anomalies of these monsters are not like ordinary mutations. Chen Shu murmured, showing an expression of displeasure. And Chen Shu's younger sister, Chen Lu, shook her head after thinking about it. I think, maybe it's not just someone messing around. It is definitely not something that one or two people can do to cause such a big change in the entire secret realm that needs to be sealed off. It must be a premeditated action by a large criminal group or underground organization. Chen Lu paused for a moment, then suddenly looked at Lin Yu and Ning Shuier. Of course, this is not absolute. Chen Lu didn't remember until halfway through speaking. The secret realm blockade she encountered a few days ago. Wasn't it created by the two people in front of me? Lin Yu and Ning Shuier noticed Chen Lu's gaze. They are also a little helpless. It was an accident, and I didn't want to. Lin Yu spread his hands and said. Behind the two brothers and sisters, other geniuses are also a little worried. The situation just now was already dangerous enough. If what Lin Yu said is true, this is probably just the beginning. The most seriously injured archer looked solemn, and said, sure enough, we still have to withdraw first. It's definitely not what we can handle here. As soon as he opened his mouth, other people in the team also echoed. That's right. Survival is the most important thing. Everyone, hurry up and notify your family members to come and meet them. Most of those who practiced with Chen Shu were from Chen Shu's circle. Basically, they are young geniuses and new generation elites from various families. They also took out the emergency communication devices prepared by various families one after another. Connect with home. But soon, everyone's expressions changed slightly. Strange, the message can't be sent out. All their communicators have failed, and the signal is extremely weak. Chen Shu's expression changed slightly, and he felt a faint uneasiness. Don't worry about it, at least leave this secret place first. Among these geniuses, the Shengjing Chen family is the most powerful. Chen Shu is also the one with the biggest background and the strongest profession among them. So he is also the leader of this group of teams. As soon as these words came out, everyone did not hesitate and were ready to act. Lin Yu frowned slightly as he looked at the layers of monsters on the road when he came. I'm afraid it will be difficult to go back, let me protect you for a while. Anyway, my mission is to clean up these monsters and collect materials. This word fell into the ears of everyone, which also made them a little surprised. Aren't you leaving this secret place? Chen Lu asked curiously and worriedly. Her question is also the worry of many geniuses. Or, let's withdraw first, it's very dangerous. Among the crowd, some people also persuaded. I haven't finished the second rank mission yet. Lin Yu shook his head, and replied, as for the danger, an adventurer is not an adventurer if he doesn't take risks. How could everything go smoothly? And for me, the current situation, at least it's manageable. Ning Shuier also nodded. The two of us are on the side of the molten fire and scorched earth, and we have both reached the blazing secret realm. After the two of them finished talking, the geniuses realized again. Although everyone is the same age, the same batch of newly awakened. However, there has long been an insurmountable gap between them and Lin Yu and Ning Shuier. Both of them are almost level 40. These 10-level people come here for leveling. But these two perverts. I'm here to do the second mission. Okay, then after we go out, we will try our best to let the family members come over as soon as possible. Chen Shu also stopped persuading Lin Yu and Ning Shuier. In short, thank you again. If it weren't for you, we might be here. After going out, come to the capital, and I will entertain you personally. Chen Shu said with sincere thanks. Before he wanted to make friends with Lin Yu, most of it was because of his sense of mission as a descendant of the Chen family. But now, Chen Shu has been impressed by Lin Yu's strength and courage from the bottom of his heart. A group of people also moved quickly, moving towards the entrance of the secret realm. With Ning Shuier and Lin Yukailu, these little monsters of more than 10 and 20 levels in the periphery. Even after the rage, it's just a large, weed-like existence. There is no way to threaten everyone. The geniuses who were still a little uneasy because of the changes in the secret realm, and even worried that there were underground organizations secretly operating in the secret realm. They all felt a sense of security. It's like the elders of the family are by your side. At first, there were people who were vigilant about their surroundings and wanted to help Lin Yu and Ning Shuier. Later they found out. Not needed at all. At most, it was just to give Ning Shuier some potions to restore her stamina and magic power. They even had the time to chat. I don't know which daring criminal organization actually dares to come to the Frost Flame Secret Realm. That's right, this is an A-level secret realm. The nearby He city has many masters sitting in it. It feels like only those large criminal organizations and top gangs have this strength. The scope of suspicion seems very small. Hearing the words of the people in the ranks, Lin Yu was also interested. Which of the top criminal organizations you mentioned are there? Although these geniuses don't care who is making trouble in the Frost Flame Secret Realm, they are just chatting casually. But Lin Yu still wants to know more. After all, he intends to continue to complete the second-rank mission in the Frost Flame Secret Realm. The possibility of encountering those behind-the-scenes hands is not impossible. As the saying goes, if you know yourself and the enemy, you will never be imperiled in 100 battles. Lin Yu felt that at least he had to figure out who he might meet. Hearing Lin Yu's question, the archer also understood Lin Yu's meaning, and volunteered to step forward. Let me tell you about this, Brother Lin. My name is Zhang Zi, from the Zhang family in Jincheng. Hearing the archer's self-introduction, Lin Yu was quite pleasantly surprised. Most of the members of the Zhang family in Jincheng work in the Huasha Detective Office. The main responsibility is to deal with these illegal and criminal adventurers. Lin Yu's question happened to be where Zhang Zi was good at. According to my understanding, in recent years, there are very few criminal organizations in China that have been able to hide from the authorities and sneak into secret places to carry out sabotage activities. If you count it carefully, there may only be 3. Green Lotus Society, Evolution Kingdom, and Blood Moon Society. The former is a criminal organization that has always existed in China, and the latter two have been spread from the West in recent years. They all have the ability to illegally invade and transform secret realms. At the same time, the main method for these organizations to make profits is to illegally resell the secret realm resources, so they also have the motivation to do so. However, upon hearing Zhang Zi's words, Lin Yu frowned instead. Illegally reselling secret resources. He looked at Ning Shuier, and Ning Shuier's heart was also full of doubts. When the two of them were in the blazing field, they both noticed something. Those monsters who died because of cannibalism, their resources were not taken away at all. You know, that's a lot of high-level resources. It's not something worthless. Zhang Zi's explanation made the matter even more strange. Just when Lin Yu and Ning Shuier were about to ask again, the sudden change interrupted the train of thought of the two of them. Boom! A huge explosion sounded from the front. Looking at the reputation, everyone present was dumbfounded. The place where the explosion is the portal of the secret realm. I'm stupid, it's broken. In the distance of everyone's eyes, the portal to the secret realm, accompanied by a violent, flaming explosion, completely collapsed. The expressions of Lin Yu and Ning Shuier also changed slightly. It's a bad thing. Beyond the Frost Flame Secret Realm. The entrance of Frost Flame Secret Realm in Hekung is connected. The violent explosion also happened here. The secret realm staff responsible for guarding here. They were all shocked. Director Chen, it's bad, the entrance to the secret realm exploded. What happened? Why did the explosion happen? It's crazy. Who did it? Just a few minutes ago, a group of adventurers came out of it. That is, those people entrusted by Lin Yu. I have already reflected the situation in the secret territory with the manager of the secret realm here. For example, the madness of monsters in the secret realm, and the vision in the fiery realm. These secret realm staff were originally investigating the cause. But who knows that the investigation has just begun? The investigation team has not yet entered it. Entrance to the mystery. It just exploded. Chen Du, the supervisor in charge of managing the Frost Flame secret realm, also almost fainted with anger. Which organization is it that is so bold? Are they crazy? Blowing up the entrance to the secret realm, even if they came to plunder resources, there is no way for them to leave. This Chen Du. Naturally, it is also from the Chen family in Shangjing. In terms of seniority, he is the cousin of Chen Shu and Chen Lu. The old man just sent someone to send them and a bunch of geniuses from other families over this morning. Result: something happened in the secret realm. This naturally made Chen Du more anxious than the average staff. Hurry up and notify all the families with juniors in it. I will be responsible for notifying the Chen family. When Chen Du was in a hurry to get in touch, behind him, a group of people came out of the portal to the secret realm leading to other cities. Chen Du looked at the figures of those people and was stunned. Third brother. The ones who took the lead among those who came were Chen Lu and Chen Shu's third uncle and his cousin, Chen Qi. And by Chen Qi's side, Zhang Cheng, Ning Ju from the Ning family, Zhang Lan from the Zhang family in Jincheng and other masters followed. Chen Du also realized immediately. These families already know the news. He also showed a guilty expression. I'm sorry everyone, I didn't take good care of the Frost Flame secret realm. Chen Qi sighed, shook his head. I don't blame you, we have rushed over as soon as possible, but we haven't caught up yet. Hearing that my third brother seems to have understood the situation. As the director of Frost Flame secret realm, Chen Du, who was still at a loss, hurriedly asked questions. What the hell is going on? Third brother, was it done by the Qinglian Society or the Blood Moon Society? Chen Qi didn't answer. Behind him, Ning Ju spoke. It's not what those criminal organizations read. About an hour ago, our Ning family received an emergency call from Ning Shuier. If the news she sent back is correct, Ning Ju said. He took out a photo, on which was a cane exuding an ominous atmosphere. I'm afraid this is the work of the demons. Demon race. Hearing this unexpected answer, Chen Du was stunned. Among the many secret realms, some are so huge that they are comparable to another world. At the same time, not all the monsters living in various secret realms are without wisdom. There are also some alien races with the same civilization and wisdom. For example, the monster clan in the secret land of mountains and seas, the barbarians of the great wilderness secret realm, and the demons in the secret realm of the abyss. Some of these alien races can coexist peacefully with humans, have reached some simple agreements, do not invade each other, and even have trade relations. But no matter what, most of the relationships between these alien races and humans conform to one sentence. My family, its heart must be different. The abyss demons are alien races that are completely opposed to humans. At the junction of the secret realm of the abyss and the human world, there are a large number of powerful adventurers guarding here to guard against the invasion of demons. Ning Shuir's father, the head of the Ning family, is one of them. But it is precisely because a large amount of human power has been devoted to fighting against the abyss. Therefore, managers like Chen Du who manage the Frost Flame secret realm, located in the rear secret realm. It is almost impossible to see the demons. Therefore, he was very surprised to hear about the demon race. Are you sure? Even though he knew that Ning Ju couldn't be joking, Chen Du couldn't help but confirm it. Ning Ju was not surprised by Chen Du's surprise, but nodded solemnly, and spoke again. That's right, it's the Abyss demon race. Our Ning family has a strong man who guards the secret realm of the Abyss, so we can recognize him. This scepter is a corrupted scepter that corrupted warlocks among the abyssal demons would use. And, according to Ning Shui's description, this corrupt staff was probably placed in the fiery domain as the eye of the blood-soul absorption formation. So, we conclude that this is what the abyssal demons did. Hearing Ning Ju's words, Chengdu no longer doubted that the Frost Flame secret realm was invaded by the demon clan. At the same time, he also immediately understood why Chen Qi said that he didn't blame himself just now. The reason is simple. The distance between the Frost Flame secret realm and the Abyss secret realm is very far. The Frost Flame secret realm is almost an A-level secret realm next to the human world. Therefore, the abyssal demons were able to cross the defense line of the Abyss and invade this secret realm. Must have done a lot of thorough planning. It's not something that a little secret realm supervisor like me can stop and guard against. It's like a mountain village suddenly encountered a magnitude 12 earthquake, causing casualties and property losses. Is it possible to blame the village chief for not stopping the earthquake? But even if you know that you don't have much responsibility, Chengdu still couldn't calm down. On the contrary, he is even more anxious now. Then what should we do now? The entrance to the secret realm was destroyed by the demons. The geniuses of each family are trapped inside. It will take one day at the earliest to restore the entrance to the secret realm. This is still the case that the demons have not made trouble. Speaking of this, Chengdu became even more anxious. The geniuses of each family are only in their early teens and less than 20th. How could they possibly be able to compete against the demons? Chengdu said. Chen Qi shook his head and said, if the information given by the Ning family is correct, the target of the demons should not be them, but the Frost Flame secret realm itself. When Chengdu heard this, he was stunned. Third brother, what does this mean? Zhang Lan took over the conversation and explained. The demons use the blood soul absorption formation to steal the power of the blazing guards in the blazing field. Their intentions are obvious. Their purpose is the two mythical creatures sleeping under the two realms of the Frost Flame secret realm. As Zhang Lan said, Chengdu and the other managers of Frost Flame secret realm showed expressions of horror. Mythical creatures. But, isn't this an unproven speculation? As the supervisor of Frost Flame secret realm, in addition to daily management of secret realm entry and resource collection, Chengdu also has another important task, which is to find out the secrets of Frost Flame secret realm. Find out whether the rumors about mythical creatures sleeping under the Frost Flame secret realm are true. Since the demons have chosen to do something, it means that they have confirmed the authenticity of the rumors for us, Chen Qi said seriously. Our purpose is not only to rescue the geniuses of each family, but also to open the channel as soon as possible. Stop the demon race's plan. Ning Ju nodded, and added, however, in this way, at least it can be confirmed. The demons will not take the initiative to target those geniuses. The probability of them surviving a day will also be greatly increased. At least what they need to face is not the abyss demons, but some runaway monsters. As Ning Ju spoke, Chengdu calmed down a bit. However, he was still a little worried. The monsters after the rampage are generally difficult for the adventurer team of level 20 or 30 to deal with. Coupled with the turbulent environment in the secret realm, can they really handle it? Having said that, Ning Ju spoke again. I don't think it's a big problem. According to the last news from Ning Shuier, she and Lin Yu are going to the Evernight Frozen Land, in order to do Lin Yu's second-rank mission. If the two can meet up with other people, I think it shouldn't be difficult to protect Ning Shuier and Lin Yu with their abilities. People from other families also nodded. When Chengdu heard the words, he also slapped his head. Oh yes, I almost forgot, there are two of them. More than 30 level angels of light, plus a level 40 summoner who is more terrifying than level 30 holy light angels. It seems that dealing with those runaway monsters is really not a big problem. Okay, I will fix the entrance to the secret realm as soon as possible. Everyone, please help watch over it to prevent those demons from causing secondary damage to the repair work. Despite the presence of Lin Yu and Ning Shuier, the situation of the geniuses in the Frost Flame secret realm is much more optimistic. But everyone present is very clear. In fact, the Frost Flame secret realm is still very dangerous. The target of the demons is not them, but it doesn't mean that the demons and them will not run into each other. Not to mention the closed secret realm. It's hard to say whether there are other existences besides the rampant monster. Every minute of delay is a minute of danger. These masters who came, each has family members trapped inside. Therefore, everyone is doing their best to assist in rebuilding the entrance to the secret realm. At the same time, the supervisor, Chen Du, has also reported the news of the infiltration of the demons to the Washa officials. Call for official support. And outside the Frost Flame secret realm, when the entrance to the secret realm was being repaired in full swing. In the Frost Flame secret realm, the situation of Lin Yu and his party is indeed not optimistic. With the big explosion at the entrance of the secret realm, the entire Frost Flame secret realm also changed again. On the Evernight ice field, the originally dark sky became even darker now. The blizzard also intensified. In the whirring wind, there are small pieces of ice mixed in. The originally crazy monsters also had some mutations. From beneath the Frostwolf's fur appeared black spikes. Wisps of black smoke also appeared in the translucent figure of the wandering soul in the frozen soil. They screamed and rushed towards the people standing on the edge of the frozen ground. This crazy move, the young people of these big families became a little panicked. Even Chen Shu was somewhat uneasy. The environment of the entire secret realm has been changed and the entrance has been destroyed. What's going on? Zhongzi was also very worried. And I can't connect with my family. Everyone looked at such a scene, more or less a little scared and panicked. Although they are called geniuses, they don't have much experience in facing crises. Especially since they all thought they were leaving the secret realm just now. As a result, the entrance to the secret realm was directly blown up, and the situation became even more critical. This gap naturally exacerbated everyone's uneasiness. At the front of the crowd, Lin Yu's expression changed slightly, and he became worried. Of course, his reason for worry is different from others. It's broken. The Frostwolf and the Frozen Earth wandering spirits seem to have mutated, so they won't count for me, right? If that's the case, I really can't complete my mission, and I can only give up this second round. However, Lin Yu's worry did not last long. After a Frozen Earth wandering spirit rushed over, he was beheaded by him with a single knife. Looking at the hints that are still rising in the bursting frost essence, Lin Yu also breathed a sigh of relief. Great, the mission can still be completed. After confirming that he was safe for the second job, Lin Yu and Ning Shuier started to clean up the surrounding monsters again. Crazy monsters are gathering more and more, now even Ning Shuier and Lin Yu. There is no way to clean up all the monsters for the time being. Especially the mutated Frostwolf and Wandering Soul. Sometimes among them the individual rank is high. After being baptized by holy punishment, he didn't even die. Even though he was seriously injured, he still rushed forward bravely. This caused those family children who were originally comfortable. I had to start helping too. But, even if there are 8 people in their team, the effect it can play is also negligible. Coupled with lower visibility and more violent low-temperature snowstorms. Suddenly, the scene became very tense. It's no way to go on like this. Chen Shu waved his druid scepter, frantically buffed Lin Yu. There are endless monsters on the ice field, and sooner or later they will be heaped to death. Although Lin Yu and Ning Shuier may be fine. However, this does not mean that the two of them can still protect themselves and others. When there was an exit from the secret realm before, it was okay to say anything. But now, it is already inseparable from this secret realm. No matter how you kill, there are only endless monsters. Endless, never ending, this kind of situation with no end in sight is the most desperate. The people who were forced to participate in the battle, some of whom were weaker in strength and character, had completely collapsed seeing the increasingly desperate situation. It's broken, we won't die here. Haha, we are screwed. Hearing their wailing, Ning Shuier, who was cleaning up the monsters, spoke. Stop arguing, calm down if you want to survive. As she said that, she directly activated Divine Light and Holy Flame, and cooperated with Holy Punishment. Temporarily clean up all the surrounding monsters. In the monsters' attack frenzy, there was also a gap temporarily. As one of the reliance for everyone's survival, Ning Shuier spoke, effectively stopping the commotion of the crowd. However, although it can stop everyone from collapsing, everyone still has little confidence in being able to get out alive. There is no exit to go out, what else can I do? Despair is written on everyone's face. Looking at the expressions of everyone, Lin Yu knew. If this continues, before the monster can't handle it, they have already messed up. Lin Yu thought for a while, and said, don't worry, we won't die here. Although there are many monsters, think about it. The entrance to the secret realm exploded, and the outside world will definitely not know about such a big movement. Even, the explosion at the entrance of the secret realm may be a good thing for us. The elders in your family and other Chinese experts will definitely find a way to save us. Hearing Lin Yu's words, everyone felt that it made sense, and immediately calmed down. Thinking that the family will definitely send all the masters to come to the rescue, some hope is rekindled in their hearts. Brother Lin is right, our family members will come to rescue us. And with Brother Lin and Miss Ning around, it's not impossible for us to survive. Chen Shu looked at the people who had calmed down, and also gave Lin Yu a grateful look. At the same time, he admired Lin Yu very much. The people around him called Lin Yu unknowingly changed to Lin Jie. It is enough to show that the current Lin Yu has become the backbone of everyone. Then, Brother Lin, are we going to stand guard at the entrance of the secret realm and wait for rescue? Chen Lu handed Lin Yu a bottle of recovery potion, and asked aloud. Lin Yu thought for a while, then shook his head slightly. No, we're going inside. Go inside. Everyone was stunned when they heard Lin Yu's words. This sounds really crazy. After all, it is almost common sense that the deeper one goes into the secret realm, the more dangerous the monster is. If it wasn't for Lin Yu who said this, everyone present must have thought he was crazy. However, because Lin Yu now has a strong prestige. So even if what he said sounds outrageous, the other adventurers are just waiting for his explanation and the following. Lin Yu looked at everyone's doubts, and continued to speak. Just now, when I walked over from the scorched earth, I noticed something. The further you go in, the lower the danger actually is. The monsters outside have fallen into madness and started attacking adventurers. But the more advanced monsters inside have even started to explode and even kill each other. So, the number of monsters inside may be even fewer. Lin Yu said. Ning Shuier also remembered what happened just now, nodded in agreement and said. That's right, Lin Yu and I met the fire-breathing pig king and the lava lizard king on the other side of the molten volcano. In the blazing field, those lava monsters and blazing guards have been dealt with directly. That's why we came to the Yongye ice field so quickly. Hearing the words of Ning Shuier and Lin Yu, everyone was also shocked. Chen Lu's eyes also brightened, and she said, it's really possible. No matter who is behind the scenes, for them, the peripheral monsters are strengthened and driven into madness, which is their means of driving other adventurers and preventing them from going deep. After all, according to Lin Jie, he discovered the magic circle in the blazing field. This means that their main target is in the two fields. But more advanced monsters, such as those at the boss level, may not be able to control them. So in order to carry out the plan smoothly, they will instead let those high-level monsters kill each other and clear them out in advance. What Chen Lu said was exactly what Lin Yu thought. He nodded and added, that's right, and the entrance to the secret realm is being rebuilt. If the other party doesn't want the entrance to be open soon, maybe someone will continue to destroy it and block the restoration. Considering the repair of the entrance to the secret realm, there is a high probability that it will be the elders of the family. The ones who continue to sabotage, I am afraid the strength will not be bad. It's definitely not the best choice for us to stay here. And there should be other people who come to level up on the ice field. We bring them together and integrate their strength, which will also help everyone resist monsters. As Lin Yu spoke, everyone nodded in approval. But Lin Yu paused and continued. Of course, I also have selfish intentions. I haven't finished my second mission. In order to complete the mission, I will go deeper, so, you can choose not to follow me. After Lin Yu finished speaking, Chen Shu was the first to speak. I'll follow you. No matter what others say, I, Chen Shu, will definitely listen to Brother Lin's arrangement. Chen Lu immediately agreed with her big brother. Me too. With the example of the Chen brothers and sisters. The children of other big families who had no objection also spoke one after another. Brother Lin, what are you talking about? We should thank you for letting us follow you. You've already saved our lives. That's right, aren't we just a burden to Brother Lin and Miss Ning Shuier? Although these are children from big families, but they were directly sent to the A-level secret realm by the family to practice as soon as they awakened. Naturally, they are all direct descendants and elites. There are no dandy young masters and spoiled young ladies. At least, they are all clear about the importance and the good and the bad. Lin Yu looked at the crowd and didn't have any opinion. Nodded and said, "Okay, let's go inside. Ning Shui'er will try to kill most of the distant monsters, while I will kill the ones closer. As for the fish that slipped through the net, you are responsible for cleaning them up. All kinds of medicines and supplies are also collected, and Ning Shui'er is given priority, she consumes more than me. We met other adventurers along the way, and we also absorbed them into the team. Wait to a safe place where there are almost no monsters, and wait there for rescue." Lin Yu's clear plan and arrangement. It also strengthened everyone's confidence in living. At this moment, he has faintly become the leader of this group of geniuses. To know, although there are no useless dandies in this group of people, they are all geniuses and elites. But because of this, they are somewhat arrogant. Even if Chen Shu was the leader among this group of people, they were not completely convinced by Chen Shu. And now, without a doubt, Lin Yu has completely convinced everyone in this 8-person team. Whether it is his extraordinary talent and powerful combat power, or his mind that surpasses his peers and his mind to quickly formulate strategies in this desperate situation. And when getting along with Lin Yu, they didn't feel any superiority or arrogance in a genius like Lin Yu, which made them get along very comfortably. This made everyone present admire from the bottom of their hearts. Therefore, when facing Lin Yu, they no longer even feel that this is a genius of the same age. It was a reliable elder of his own. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.